Hi guys! So, I did a book review of The Hunger Games, and now I'm doing it on Catching Fire. And as you can see, my Catching Fire is not in its sleeve because a friend of mine is reading it at the moment. Real quick, by Suzanne Collins, of course, Scholastic, and I think it came out in '09, but I could be wrong. I'll probably look it up and put the information somewhere around my face. But real quick, first of all, if you've not read Catching Fire, there will be spoilers from Hunger Games, so don't watch this, crazy. So I'm gonna read the sleeve real quick. Sparks are igniting, flames are spreading, and the Capitol wants revenge. Against all odds, Katniss has won the Hunger Games. She and fellow District 12 tribute, Peeta Mellark, are miraculously still alive. Katniss should be relieved, happy even. After all, she has returned to her family, her longtime friend Gale. Yet nothing is the way Katniss wishes it to be. Gale holds her at an icy distance, Peeta has turned his back on her completely, and there are whispers of a rebellion against the Capitol, a rebellion that Katniss and Peeta may have helped create. Much to her shock, Katniss has fueled an unrest she's afraid she cannot stop, and what scares her even more that she's not entirely convinced she should try. As time draws near for Katniss and Peeta to visit the districts on the Capitol's cruel victory tour, the stakes are higher than ever. If they can't prove without a shadow of a doubt that they are lost in their love for each other, the consequences will be horrifying. So yeah, I give this one. Actually, I'll tell you what I gave it after I review it. So yeah, here's the cover. And I think out of all of the covers, I think Catching Fire is my favorite cover. I don't know why, but yeah, so there's the cover. And I can't show you anything in the book because I don't have it. But like the synopsis said, it takes place after sometime after the Hunger Games. Katniss and Peeta won by threatening to eat berries and kill each other. And so they're living in the Victor's Village, I believe it's called. And it's just them and Haymitch. And Katniss gets a visit from President Snow, who basically threatens her and tells her, "You better convince not only all of Panem that you two are in love with each other, but also me, or there will be dire consequences." And you also get a little hint. And you also find out a little tidbit about President Snow, that with Katniss saying that he smells like blood and roses, which they kind of both play a very, I think, important part in the story, with Katniss anyway. And so then District 12 starts getting new peacekeepers. That's right. Yeah. And they get a new head one, and he catches Gale hunting, and he whips Gale in, I think the town square, and Katniss tries to stop it, and she gets hit with the whip, and then everything just goes horrible from there. And one of the peacekeepers that work there that's friendly with Katniss, Darius, gets knocked unconscious, and it's not good. So basically District 12, where it was very, living there was horrible, but peacekeeper-wise, it wasn't as bad. The peacekeepers were pretty laid back with them, but, hold on a second. Yes? What? No, come on, you already interrupted, so might as well just tell me what you want. Really? You're gonna do that? Really? My brother. Anyway, where was I? I don't remember where I was, so I'm just gonna go off. Cinna, because Peeta has a talent for painting, and I guess Katniss has to have one, so Cinna and her come up with the idea, hey, you want to be a designer, and she just basically shows off Cinna's sketches and Cinna's, creations, and yeah. So, then they go on the Victory Tour, right? It's called Victory Tour. I just forgot already. Yeah, Victory Tour. And when they're in District 11, Katniss, they decide, well, Katniss shouldn't talk. So Peeta gives a speech that's prepared, but then Katniss, just overwhelmed with seeing Rue and Thresh's families there, talks about Rue and Thresh and how grateful she is to District 11 for sending her the bread, which, real quick, was not in the movie. They didn't put that in the movie, that District 11 sends Katniss bread, which also pissed me off. Oh, and real quick, also, they cut Madge completely out of the movie, so little tidbits I forgot. Another little tidbit I forgot to criticize with the movie to the book, they didn't have Katniss's ear bleeding, so yeah. Okay, back to Catching Fire, sorry. And then they have this old guy in the crowd, he does, I can't remember if it's the salute or the whistle first, but they end up doing both, you know, the 3-finger salute and an old man whistled. I know he whistled. And then they take Katniss and Peeta into their, I can't remember what it's called, but the big building. I can't remember what it's called, guys, sorry. And Katniss forgets something, and I can't remember what it was. See, it's been a while since, yeah, I'm just forgetful. That's why I wish I had my book, but anyway. She forgets something, and she goes back out to get it, and back out to get it, she sees the Peacekeepers bring the old man up, and they execute him. And I was horrified when I read that. Like, it was ridiculous, I think. And then, from there, they find out, they start preparation basically for the next Hunger Games, which is the 75th one, which means it's the Quarterquill. And with these Quarterquills, there's a special stipulation. Like the 25th one, I can't remember what the 25th Hunger Games had, but the 50th, which was the one Haymitch won, had double the kids. So it had, I don't want to do math, but it had more kids than usual. I'm pretty sure that was Haymitch's. And for the 75th one, they reap from the existing winners, which for District 12 is not good for Katniss because there's only been 3 winners from District 12, and that's Haymitch, Peeta, and Katniss. So since she's the only girl, she automatically is going in. And Katniss is horrified by this, you know, she doesn't want to do it, but she has no choice. And Peeta ends up going in with her again, and I think it's because, like, Haymitch gets drawn, but Peeta volunteers. But, yeah, one of the cool things I liked is, you know, in this one you get to meet past winners, and I think that was really cool to, you know, see who's won. And that's actually what Peeta and Katniss do. They watch all the, you know, once they find out who got reaped, they watch all their tapes to see how, you know, what kind of fighter and how they won. And they actually watch Haymitch's. And, that's actually one of the things I'm excited about with with Catching Fire is to see who they cast for young Haymitch and to see that scene. And some of the new characters to me that I loved Finnick, and they better cast someone good for Finnick. I've been hearing rumors of Zac Efron, and I'm like not for that at all. I've been seeing a lot of like Finnick and Annie videos that have the guy from Tron Legacy. I haven't seen Tron Legacy, so I don't know who it is. And I kind of like that idea. I think he would be good, but yeah, we'll see. Well, we shall see. Johanna, I've heard people say that Kristen Bell wants to be Johanna. I'm okay with that. But who knows? And yeah. And BT and Lyris and oh my god, for the life of me I can't remember the Max? I can't remember her name. Someone in the comments, please tell me who is the woman tribute with Finnick from District 4, because I cannot remember to save my life. But yeah, I'm so excited to see who they cast for that. But yeah, I fell in love with Finnick, and it's awesome. And I also really was fascinated by the arena they were in Catching Fire. You know, it's a clock. And I thought that was really cool. That was a very interesting idea, actually. Now, I gave Catching Fire 4.5 out of 5. And once again, I'll put my written review for my Tumblr down the bottom if you want to check it out. And one of the reasons was, like I stated in Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins' little writing quirk annoyed me. But another reason is a very petty reason, but I don't care. The reason I give a 4.5 is because of what happened to Cinna. Because I didn't say this in the Hunger Games review, but I love Cinna. I love him so much. And when he got attacked and beaten up, I was so pissed. So very pissed. Because, like, I knew he was going to get in trouble because of what he did with Katniss's dress. But I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. No. Why? I hate you all. But, yeah. So, overall, Catching Fire was a good book. A really good sequel. And I really enjoyed it. Except for the part where Cinna got beat up. I did not enjoy that. That was bullshit. But, yeah. Overall, good book. 4.5 out of 5. If you like Hunger Games, you will like Catching Fire. It was just as good as Hunger Games, I think. And so, yeah. That's that. Then my next review will be on Mockingjay. So, bye guys.